And welcome to this joint session of the FDA's Psychopharmacologic Drugs and Pediatric Subcommittee of the Anti-Infective Drugs Advisory Committees. I'm Dr. Matthew Rudolpher, a research psychiatrist at the National Institute of Mental Health, today wearing my hat as chair of the advisory committee. Okay, number 4, please.
My name is Tom Woodward. My wife Kathy and I have been married for 19 years and until 6 months ago had 4 children. Our oldest child, Julie, hung herself after 7 days on Zoloft. She was only 17, was always a cautious child, and had no history of self-harm or suicide, nor was there any history of depression or suicide in our family. The doctors we spoke with stressed that Zoloft was safe and had very few side effects. The possibility of violence, self-harm, or suicidal acts was never raised. The 2.5 pages we received with the Zoloft never mentioned self-harm or suicide. Julie began experiencing akathisia almost immediately. We now know from a blood test from the coroner's office that she was not metabolizing the drug. We are 100% convinced that Zoloft killed our daughter. We are here because we believe the system we have in place is flawed. It is clear that the FDA is a political entity and its leadership has protected the economic interests of the drug industry. Under the Bush administration, the FDA has placed the interests of the drug industry over protecting the American public. Dr. McClellan understands how important political contributions are, particularly since his mother has headed up Republican fundraising in Texas. 86% of the $14 million in political contributions given by drug companies has gone to the Bush administration Republican candidates. What did Pfizer, Eli Lilly, and GlaxoSmithKline Beecham buy? The FDA should be a jealous advocate in protecting the American people. Those in leadership positions within the FDA must be beyond reproach. FDA's chief counsel, Daniel Troy, has spent his career defending the drug industry. Suppressing unfavorable data may be legal, but is it ethical? If the trials don't favor a drug, the public never hears of them. Legal maneuverings have thrown out the scientific method. The drug industry must be compelled to produce all of their findings and studies. I also believe public funding of these trials is warranted. Our daughter Julie had been excited about college and had scored 1,300 in her SATs several weeks before her death. Instead of picking out colleges with our daughter, my wife and I had to pick out a cemetery plot for her. Instead of looking forward to visiting Julie at school, we now visit her grave. The loss we've experienced is horrific. We don't want another innocent child or family.
Well, thank you, Mr. Woodward.